In 2023, I tested many LED headlight upgrades, and today I'm going to tell you which ones are among the best according to my testing and assessment. Is your favorite LED headlight upgrade going to win best overall? It might, so let's find out. Hello everyone and welcome to Car Light Reviews, where normally I'm making videos where I perform consistent automotive light tests to help you make the best purchase decision, see better, and be seen better when driving, and of course, save you some money. And since I started this channel in February of 2022, I've tested over 40 LED headlight upgrades, and this is in addition to the over 30 LED headlights I tested on my other channel, In Jason's Garage, before I started this channel, Car Light Reviews. But today, because 2023 is behind us, it is now time for the second annual Car Light Reviews Best LED Headlight Upgrades of the Year Awards. Okay, enough of that. Now, before I get started, it is really important that I give my most sincere thanks to everyone who watched my videos, made comments, suggested lights to test, and shared my videos out. And if you haven't already, please support this channel through your favorite means, be it subscribing or clicking the thanks icon, or just buying through any of the affiliate links in any of my videos when you make a purchase as a result of my testing. It costs nothing extra for you, but helps me out very much. And speaking of which, I just released channel memberships. If you want to be a bigger part of this channel, help fund future tests, and get some perks in return, like priority reply to comments, sneak peeks to what I'm working on next, and more. Just go to any video on my channel and click the join button. I really appreciate everyone's support of my efforts. And one more thing I got to mention that I think is very, very important. Recently, Amazon made it very difficult for some LED headlight sellers, and they had to restructure their listings, and a few others, like Diamond Vision, had to sell their products directly instead of on Amazon. Now, details as to why this happened is very, very unclear, but if you see a light in any one of my videos, but you can't locate it on Amazon, try the other links that I provide in the description for you to buy direct. So in 2023, I released videos covering 12 LED headlight upgrades. Now, this is less than half of what I wanted to release, but unfortunately, certain circumstances forced this. But I will be releasing many more than that in 2024, and I will be upgrading my testing methods, and I can't wait to unveil that to you. Remember that join button that I mentioned just a minute ago? Well, if you were part of that, you will see a sneak peek of my new testing methods before anyone else. So join my channel to get advanced information on what's coming down the line here at Car Light Reviews. Now I'm going to put some data here on the screen for you to consider since my last awards video. And you can see there's some key trends here going on between the lights that I tested in 2022 and the lights that I tested in 2023. Everything seemed to have gone up. The average price per pair, the projector initial brightness, the projector brightness after 27 minutes, the average reflector initial brightness, the average reflector brightness after 27 minutes. The only thing that didn't seem to go up was how much light was retained after 27 minutes. In 2022, you can see that it was 80%, and in 2023, 79%. So we will see how the numbers go up or down 1 year from now. In addition to these lights here, I started testing off-road lighting in 2023, and I plan to do more in 2024, so let me know what you'd like to see. And you might recall that I reviewed a flashlight on this channel in 2022, and it went so well that I started another channel dedicated to flashlight testing. So if you like flashlights and you like my headlight testing that I do on this channel, the tests that I do for flashlights will seem very familiar, and I will be releasing more flashlight reviews soon. So check out that channel and subscribe as well. But now, I'm going to tell you what I think is the best of the 12 LED headlights that I tested in 2023 in a few different categories. Now, I don't have as many categories this year as I did last year because I released less videos, but I expect that to change in next year's awards video. Also in the description below, I'm going to put links to the full video for each winner so you can see it in its entirety. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first category is best looking, and I know this is very subjective because a lot of you guys may not care what the light looks like because it's pretty much hidden once it's installed in the headlight capsule. But I think a lot of you will agree that the Luxster Punisher is just a very good looking light all the way around, top to bottom. It just looks great. They put a lot of thought into the design of this, from the exposed copper heat pipe here to the angles here, going down to the heat sink and the fan guard. Two-tone here, just overall a good looking light. The driver here, very compact with a Luxster logo on it. here they didn't go with standard black braiding, which I always like braided cables, but they went with gray or silver braiding to match the rest of the unit. Just overall, a really good looking light. It was packaged very well, and the Punisher is Luxster's first release, but I'm told there are more on the way, and as soon as they are released, I will be testing them. Now let's get to the winners of what is not so subjective, what my data shows. This is based on two things: the light pattern tests that I do for each video, and the data that I collect through my testing. That data is compiled into my free spreadsheet that I update with every light test I perform, and a link to that spreadsheet is in the description of every video that I release. Use that to compare all specs on all the lights I've tested since I started this channel and help you narrow down what light upgrade is best for your needs. The next category is Best Projector Output, and the award for that goes to the Diamond Vision F9. This light is extremely bright, and for its brightness, it is still remarkably well controlled. And even though I observed the common weak spot that I see in my testing methods that most super bright lights have, it was not as weak as I would have expected given the light's brightness. And additionally, the cutoff is clear and not much higher than halogen in relation to the hotspot, which means that the brightest point of the output is expected to be as far ahead as possible. And the next category is Best Reflector Output, and that goes to the Auxbeam F22. This is also a very bright light, but look at how accurate it kept the output. Sharp top and bottom output that is also nice with very little scattering, yet remaining very, very full from top to bottom. Now, if you compare this to any of the videos I released in 2023, you will see this is just a remarkable light on how well it controls reflector output. And not to mention, this isn't a bad looking light either. If you really need a great reflector output light, this is the one you want. The next category is Best Light Output Retention Over Time. Now, before I show you the winner of this, I gotta tell you, this is a very important piece of data to look at when purchasing an LED upgrade, and I don't think any of the manufacturers actually provide data on it, but I do. Now, while the initial brightness is good baseline, what is more important is the real-world use of how much light is usable when you're driving over time. As soon as you turn a car LED light on, the output starts to drop due to heat. A light that is super bright at first but dims to 50% of that light output while you're driving isn't really a good light. The winner for best light retention over time goes to the Lasfit LS Pro. Last year, the Lasfit LS Plus took the award, but this year, the LS Pro retained an astonishing 96% of its initial light output after 27 minutes, the average commute time in the United States. And as you can see, the fan on this thing is just massive, and it sure does the job. The only problem is, it's so big that it won't fit in all vehicles. You really need to have room for it, and definitely no dust caps. So if you can't use this, there's a three-way tie for runner-up: the Auxedo Y19, the Far Intermitter 2023, and the Basla ND, all of which kept an above average 82% of the light output over time. And another thing I'd like to mention, even though I use 27 minutes, most lights will level off long before that and then regulate the light output, but I still test at 27 minutes just to make sure. Again, can't get over the size of this. It's just absolutely massive. Now, let's talk about brightest overall of all the LED headlights that I've tested in 2023. For the Projector, the Novsight N60 took the title for the brightest initial projector output at 2,780 lux, or 2,055 lux over the halogen 725 lux in my test environment. And it also took the brightest over time projector title at 2,113 lux, or 1,388 over the halogen 725 lux. It was just a few lux brighter than the Diamond Vision F9, which did have slightly better projector output than the Novsight N60 according to my test environment. And speaking of the Diamond Vision F9, It took the title for the brightest initial reflector output, 5,560 lux, or 4,650 lux over the halogen 910 lux in my test environment. And it also took the brightest over time reflector title at 4,281 lux, or 3,371 lux over that halogen 910. So for 2023, the Novsight N60 and the Diamond Vision F9 were battling it out for the brightness category, and it's understandable as to why. They both look similar, they both perform similar, and you can't go wrong with either one of them in terms of brightness. Just make sure that your vehicle's headlight housing can handle all that brightness. Make sure you aim them correctly, and if you find that you can't aim them correctly or they still scatter quite a bit, you should probably find a different light that's more suitable for your headlight housing. See my other videos on my channel to find the right one. Now, before I get to the best overall for 2023, I want to give a quick honorable mention for best customer service, and that award goes to Diamond Vision. Sam is the name of the guy behind Diamond Vision, and he's been very active in the comments of the F9 review and test video on this channel, helping people to understand if his light is best for their needs, and just overall general tech support and customer service. It is nice to know that he is just an email away. Not to mention, he sells a pretty powerful LED light upgrade, as you know. Are there any other categories you'd like me to consider for next year's awards? Just let me know. And now I will declare the best overall LED headlight upgrade for 2023. This was tougher than it was last year, but there can be only one best overall. That means that at any price, what would I recommend right now as I make this video? Well, that award goes to the Luxster Punisher. For being the first product for Luxster, I was very surprised by this one for the price. The price is the second lowest of all that I tested in 2023 at the time of the review, but it did have the third brightest light output tested not just in 2023, but of all the lights that I've tested so far on this channel. That is impressive, but it still demonstrated equally good light control, reasonable light retention over time, and average heat management. It's published at 72 watts each, and I measured 66.2, a difference of only 3.8 watts, much lower than most of the lights I've tested so far. It performed very well in all areas, and I think it performed just as good, if not better, than last year's best overall LED headlight upgrade for 2022, which was the Hikari 2023 Future Tight Nova, which is still a great light, but has a much higher cost. Judge for yourself by watching my review videos of both, and tell me if you agree. Of course, there are brighter lights that also do very well, such as the Diamond Vision F9 and the Novsight N60, but they do come at a price. This light here does the job you need it to do far above and beyond the halogen light in a very affordable package. Not to mention, there is a 20% off coupon through the special link that I always put in the description. So good job, Luxster. Your Punisher wins the best overall LED headlight upgrade for 2023. As a runner-up, I'd say that the Novsight N60 was a close second, and I do mean close. It was less expensive, and it was slightly brighter, but the light output, according to my test, was just a bit less accurate. And it also had slightly less retained light output over time. And it also has a 16-month warranty instead of the Luxster 2-year warranty. But as I mentioned before, this is still one great light, and you can't go wrong with it. Congratulations to all the winners in this video. I'd like to know if you respectfully agree or disagree with any of my choices. As mentioned, links to where you can buy any of the lights that I've tested are in the description of each video and in the description below of this one. And once again, buying through those affiliate links supports this channel at no additional cost to you, and I really appreciate the support. I know that there's lots of LED lights out on the market. I wish I could have tested more for 2023, but I already have many more light tests lined up for 2024. I know that I've been promising that I will be getting to testing 3157 brake lights, HID lights, and as I mentioned, I'm going to continue improving my testing methods. 2024 is going to be a great year for this channel, and I'm glad to have you as a part of it. As always, thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you to find the right lighting upgrades for your needs so you can enjoy your car more and save money. Keep your headlights aimed and drive safely, responsibly, and respectfully, and best wishes to all of us in the coming year. Thank you again for watching.